Thank you, Trevor. Right now, the Federal Trade Commission is suing the genetic testing company Vitagene. The FTC claims that the company did not protect its customers' health records. Joining us this midday with a closer look at the company and this case is Randy Hutchinson with the BBB.
Oh.
Randy, it's good to see you as always.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Randy, tell us what happened and who's at risk.
Vitagene is also known as OneHealth.io, and for a fee ranging up to $259, they would provide a personalized health report to consumers who send in a saliva sample and answered an online questionnaire about their health history, their family health history, their lifestyle. The report would include an assessment of their risk for developing a host of health problems based on an examination of their DNA. Vitagene claimed that customer information, that's pretty sensitive information, that it would be protected. They said, for example, quote, "We use industry standard security practices to store your DNA sample, your test results, and any other personal data that you provide."
So, Randy, what did the FTC say?
While Vitagene did use a well-known cloud server to store the information, they didn't use some of the standard built-in cloud security measures, including encrypting the information. As a result, the FTC said that anyone with that internet access could potentially see the detailed health reports of almost 2,400 consumers. And while Vitagene said that DNA saliva samples would be destroyed after the tests were conducted, in fact, they had no policy in place to ensure that the lab that analyzed the samples would in fact destroy them. The FTC said that Vitagene also, after the fact, after consumers had signed up, provided their information with certain assurances of confidentiality, that they changed their privacy policy retroactively, didn't tell consumers, and the new policy expanded their ability to share the information with third parties, including potentially for advertising purposes.
So what's the FTC's advice for companies and for people like us?
Well, it says that companies that collect or maintain consumer health information need to understand that they really raise the bar on the privacy and security standards they have to implement. And consumers who are considering using one of these services, and they may be very legitimate services, should at least check out the company. Vitagene has an F record with the Better Business Bureau, not good. Consumers should also thoroughly read and understand the terms of use to understand how the company will protect their privacy and keep their genetic information safe. Unfortunately, still understanding, as was the case here, that may not end up being protected properly, but at least read it and understand it and be sure that everything indicates it's a reputable company.
Better to be safe than sorry. Randy,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us this midday, and we hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yep, you folks too. Thank you.